Hi and welcome. This is my September review. We start September as we finished August with the aspect between Mars and Jupiter. This gives us a certain amount of buoyancy and optimism, and this will last for 3 more days. And during this time we have two aspects of Mercury to these two planets. So this will help you know when, because Mercury's in your second house, so it's time to sort out and solve any financial problems you have immediately, because on the 10th Mercury will go retrograde for 3 weeks. So then there's a time to work with Mercury because the energy goes inward, but you can use this energy to plan and sort out your finances and do your budgeting for the coming year. Make sure that you have some fallbacks and padding, and that you don't rely always on last minute income to solve your problems. Make sure that you've got a cushion to work with, and then in three weeks time when Mercury goes direct again, you'll be able to put these discoveries and ideas into practice. On the 6th we have a positive aspect between the Sun and the Moon's North Node. Now with the Sun in the first, it's about you personally, and the Moon's North Node in the 9th is about what you can learn now, what you can discover that will help you with your career or your work going forward. This is an ideal time to team up with a guru or a mentor that can help and guide you and give you the right skills that you need going forward. Now the other aspect on this day is between the Sun and the Black Moon Lilith, who's in the 11th house. So this is time to interact with friends. It could be a great exciting time, but beware, there could be temptation and a friend could kind of lead you down a dark path. So just keep on the straight and narrow. On the 10th we have our full moon. The full moon's in the magical sign of Pisces. So this is going to stimulate your imagination. It's going to be a great time for spiritual connections and for compassion towards others. And because it's in your 7th house, this is great timing because it will allow you to connect with others. The last new moon was in your sign, in Virgo, and was very much centered around yourself. But now we're centering around others and the needs of others. And you need to balance your needs with that of other people and work together with people, whether it's in a business partnership or a relationship partnership. It's time to work together. You can achieve more over the next 2 weeks working alongside others. Now there's an aspect on the 11th between the Sun and Uranus is in that 9th house. So this, what you learn at this full moon will affect your beliefs and maybe change your beliefs in some way. And it may be an exciting time because you'll discover new things. On the 16th there may be some confusion or some unsettledness within your relationship because the Sun makes an opposition to Neptune, who's in that 7th house. So things may not be clear, so it's a good time to avoid confrontation. We also have Mars making a square to Venus on that day, so there could be some compromises needed. Mars is in the 10th house of career, so maybe compromises between work and your relationship and the time you spend and devote to each. And there's also an aspect of Mars and Chiron in the 8th house. This is about healing the past, healing past wounds to do with relationships, so that you can clear the air and move forward. Time for some fun and romance on the 18th, because we have two aspects. Sun makes an aspect to Pluto in that 5th house of socializing and love, and also Venus and the Black Moon come together with a positive aspect. So there's a time of being sociable, being excited about meeting and being with other people, and this could spark off some fantastic romance within your life. And on the 19th we have Venus then making an aspect to Uranus, and so does the Black Moon Lilith. So again, there's time now when your past beliefs would fold away, slide away slowly, so that new beliefs can be replacing them. And this will be quite an exciting time because things won't hold you back. The things you believed in maybe held you back and limited you in the past, but now these are dropping away, so you can go forward more freely. On the 25th we have our new moon. The new moon's in Libra, so that's about balance. It's about bringing harmony back into your life. And it's also in the 2nd house. This is what we concentrated on earlier in the month, about the need to look at your finances and to rejig them maybe budget for the future, and this is all part of this. So you'll have 2 more weeks now to do this planning and sort things out. And maybe with the new moon as well, it's about value and worth, because of this second house, and it may be time to look at what you actually value and get rid of the things that are no longer of value or serve you well. The 26th sees positive aspect between Mars and Saturn. The Mars in that 10th house of career. So it's a good time to push forward on any new ideas or work hard on a project. And Saturn's in that 6th house. So Saturn's retrograde, so the limit and ability of Saturn won't be so harsh on Mars. So it's a good time as well to show off your talents and to engage with superiors and show them exactly what you can do. Now the other aspect is an opposition between Sun and Jupiter. This again is across your financial houses, so there's some optimism here, and maybe that you have a breakthrough with your planning and your budgeting that brings some good news. Now the only disadvantage on this day is that Mercury comes together with Venus. Mercury's still retrograde, and so it may be difficult to explain things, difficult to get your point across with this Mercury retrograde in this position. We finished September with retrograde Mercury making opposition with retrograde Neptune. So this energy is really turning inward. And it's a time maybe to spend time relaxing, maybe take a day off and do something that's valuable with your partner, because Neptune's in that 7th house. Maybe go on a joint trip together, or maybe go to a concert or something that will stimulate the imagination with these two, because imagination will be fantastic and fantasy will be in the air. Now, it's not a good time to sign anything or do any paperwork, so avoid that where possible. Then we look forward to October, when we have 3 planets turning direct out of the 6 that are being retrograde this month, and we also have a very intense eclipse that's in Scorpio. So tune in next month to find out more.